Body X Joe 81X here, and on the tubes today, going to be taking the lower dash panel off my 2007 Toyota Camry XLE V6 model. And you're probably asking yourself, why the hell do you want to do that? Well, as you may or may not know, JK18 actually has the same vehicle as me, but since he bought his first, I actually have the same vehicle as him. His has an automatic start, which is actually called a remote start. You press lock on the factory key fob 3 times, it starts the car. He has many videos on his car because he's had it for many years. Well, when I purchased this car, as you know, if you watched previous videos, I pressed lock 3 times off camera and nothing happened. So I went on to Google and eBay, and I found something that's called Toyota Camry or Toyota something factory OEM part remote start ECU or PCU, probably ECU, electronic module of something of whatever. So with that being said, I know I don't have it. What I want to do is take the lower dashboard off or panel, take the video camera that you're watching right now and take a video of the lower dash and compare it to JK18's. Jay's not here. What would be perfect is to have both cars' lower dash dropped and say, oh wait, there's your module, there's mine, there's yours. Then I could know that I could go and take his part number and I could possibly get the part on eBay. It's anywhere between 40 to 60 bucks depending on location. But I also don't know if that's the module or if that's actually the ignition module that reads the lock and trunk button and then makes everything else function. It does say remote start. I think it says remote start. I just have to double check the tablets inside. So I watched one guy do this, so I'm going to do it on the fly. Hopefully the plastic is not brittle, and I'll let you know. Because it's a Toyota Camry, you're going to need a 10mm socket, and you're going to need a Phillips and some kind of knee pads because I'm on concrete and I'm old, and you're going to really do your number. The passenger seat's all the way up for camera purposes, and this seat's all the way back. First thing is off camera, but just please very slowly listen, is the steering wheel is all the way up. Doesn't matter if it's pushed in or out right now. If you could get on your knees, you could technically look in. Really can't see that much. You might not be able to see anything at all. I know behind here is electronic module, and then there's an airbag. On the bottom right, there's a Phillips. You want to take that out. Perfect. Here it is, black. Now, according to the guy, there is a 10mm bolt. Now we're going to disengage. Oh, yeah, I hate that. We're going to disengage the parking brake because it's in my way. And right here, I don't know if you could see or not, there's a hand-tightened piece of black plastic. Let me see if I could loosen it. Here it is. It's just like a weird plastic nut, okay? That holds this plastic here. This thing, see? Right by the parking brake? There's a 10mm bolt behind it. There, see? It's right here. You don't have to pull that much. So what I have is my DeWalt socket. I have a 10mm socket. Just be careful if you don't want to drop it, because then now you're screwed. Here it is, 10mm bolt. Okay, technically he pulls on it. Very gingerly. We just had a winter. You don't don't want to like, I can see it happening already. Don't want to like destroy it. So you put this back. That's the hood. He ripped it right off. I'm not gonna. This is my car. If he was working on some guy's car, then fine, you could rip it off. But I'm gonna still very gingerly remove stuff as I see. Yeah, see, very calm, very calm. It's all plastic. You don't want to break it because if it doesn't go back, now you're gluing stuff. Okay, I got it all, except for this piece. There's a speaker here. Just work it. If you want to take a look, something broke. Oh, it broke, but it didn't. Plastic piece came out. If you could see this, I hope you can. There it is. This speaker module popped out. Looks like there's a diode in there and a white tube. Huh. That's funny. Again, I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, here's the hood release. Now, because I'm not touching anything, I'm just going to leave this. What they did was they did take out the hood release when you were installing it, but I don't need to. I'm going to push that. I just want to make a video of what's here. Then there's another section with the airbag, and that's definitely, you don't want to disconnect. So right here is a big 10mm bolt, not really big. If I follow it, there's one up here. And there's one right here. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be showing anything. I don't know where that module would be because Jay's not here. Oh, there's one more, sorry. Upper right. All the bolts are the same. This should kind of keyed. There's only one way to take it off. Kind of right, so you gotta be careful. It's sharp, very sharp. You want to just, again, you just want to move it. Very heavy too. You want to just you don't want to scratch it. You just want to move it out of the way. Whew. Now, there I don't see jack shit. So the only thing I could think of. Now, I got to show you the link or something. This thing is like this big. And it's plastic. It doesn't have to necessarily be bolted under here. But what it does is it goes through the ignition. So when you press the lock 3 times, so it's a sensor. So it might actually fit. But I'd have to see Jay's car. I'm going to take a video of what I see here. Pretty cool. There's really nothing to see unless the module goes up and in, which is one of those things where you're like, wow, you know, where does it actually go? Just a lot of stuff. I don't know where it would even go if it was anywhere, which is kind of sad. You know, I don't like taking the ignition mod. I don't like taking this stuff off because it never goes on right. Plus, the steering column is there. So at this point, I think I'm going to take the camera and try to give you the best view possible. Well, I'm sorry for the shadow, but you get the idea. So here's the airbag thing. It's pretty heavy, 5-10 pounds. You don't want to disconnect that. And here's the plastic thing. They say to disconnect that if you're working, but we don't need to. And I'm gonna try my best to show you what I see. Again, I don't know where this module goes. It could go under the passenger seat for all I care. So here's the airbag stuff. Here's this weird tube that has some kind of diode in it. Maybe it's a voice suppressor. Oh, maybe, I don't know, whatever. And we'll back out. Here's some kind of module. As far as whatever module it is. I'm not going to really touch anything. It's just all here. Again, I don't know if you disconnect that. I don't know. Rearrange my hands. Here's the in the ignition. I don't know. I don't think the module would fit in there. Again, it's really big. Here's the steering column. This is the ignition stuff right here. It's like a solid piece that disappears and goes into some harness. Having the phone like this too helps because I can't see at that angle. Here's a another bunch of stuff. There is other wiring harnesses there. Again, the camera does better. I might actually watch this myself on the big screen. It's a module with some frame. It's a lot of wires. Here is the boot for the thing. Here's the ignition. Oh, sorry, ignition, listen to me. The gas pedal. This is below that module. Hopefully it's focusing. And again, I don't know. Here's underneath it. I'll look at the camera when I get a chance. Hopefully it's focusing. And this is all I could show you because this is all I could see. So again, here's probably the foot, for the air when you do lower. And I'm okay with putting this back. I don't want to take this off yet. I don't think the module would be in there. I could try to take it off. I got to turn the key on and let me see. I guess they say go all the way, right? The key's in my pocket. Again, if something happens, gotta be careful. I don't want to nick anything or F anything up. This is sometimes tricky. I'll put the screws in the shifter. They say this is tricky because you have to use your thumbs in order to drop it. And I had a problem with the Highlander that it didn't like to cooperate. So they say, like, you gotta, right, this is that factory, so nothing, this was never removed. So you gotta be careful that you don't, like, just break it. I'm trying to massage it, try to get a feel for it. I just don't want to yank it, because then now you're just like Okay, thanks. You broke it, you know? So I'm trying to... He says you push. Oh, there it is. Push. Find the crease. Okay, push. And then you pull down, but again... There we go, there we go, there we go. It just wiggled out. It just wiggled out. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I will show you what's under here, but again, the module does not seem like it fits. Here's under the ignition. Here's all your wipers and your stuff that controls that. Turn the camera around. Here's some kind of module. I'm trying to watch the camera at the same time. Here's all your ignition stuff, your wire looms that go down and makes the right angle. And this thing, this is metal. This has nothing to do with what I see with the wireless connection. So let me see if I can get a better angle here. See if you guys see anything I don't. Like, again, I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to put this back. Now, if you want to stop right now, thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. But for all you people out there that want to make sure it goes back correctly, please stay tuned. If not, shut the video right now. And thanks for watching. Okay, so like I said, for all you men and women there that want to watch this, go back. Thank you. If not, no problem. Please take note of what we're actually looking at here. We're really only looking at a little piece. So make sure you clear the hood, this release valve. Listen to me. I'm so used to saying technical things. This should just very cleanly go back. It came off. It came off. Excuse me. Oh boy. Whew. You just have to marry the plastic pieces together. It's just stopping you from seeing the ignition wires. So I got this side in. It's so tight with the steering wheel. I'm not going to tighten it all the way. I want to get the left one in. Never goes back in the same way. Oh, there it is. There it is. Perfect. Heard a little click. Get the screw lined up. Little ratchet action. Turn it to the right. A little bit too much. Shut the car off. hit the button to shut the ding. Okay, once again, I don't know what I was looking at, so we're going to go back to the 10 millimeter. Keep it on the chair very carefully. Put this back. Two pieces of metal kind of sat on it. You'll see, kind of like hangs like a hinge. The left piece has it, and the right bottom piece has it. So I'm going to start the right bottom piece with my hand to get it all the way as tight as I can. Excuse me, I know I'm in the camera. Then I'm going to go to the left, make sure it sits on this little middle piece, and we're going to do the top left with my hand, and then we're going to hit it till it's tight. This one we're going to start by hand so it doesn't fall. You can actually see where the washer lined up, which is great, because then you could always determine where it went. Just want to snug it. It wasn't, tight from the factory. There we go. Just give it a little tug. This is tight. Okay, perfect. Now, put this back. You got to take note, all these plastic pieces. So what I want to do is move this panel, and I want to get in here, drop that, and I want to make sure this tube, whatever this is, goes back where it is. You might have to bend it back a little bit so it stays. There we go. Now you just ever so slightly kind of figure out the best way. Now watch the left. The left has a lip. So you just want to. There we go. There we go. See, here we go. See? Just kind of push it back to perspective. Goes back. Top right. That's there. I see that. There we go. Just want to push it in. Make sure everything goes in and all the screws line up. So we got the 10 millimeter out, so we'll put that back in first. Again, be careful. Only trained professionals. If you know how to use your drill. Perfect. So this way we don't forget. You put this back. You put this black washer back, which let go to parking brake. It's right here. You twist it by hand. Get your thumb in it. There you go. Nothing crazy. Just hand tighten it. Go back to your Phillips, which is the last one, bottom right. Make sure that lines up so you don't screw it into the fucking airbag. There it is. Just give it a tug. Everything's in. What I do is I drive with this all the way down, make sure it works. Goes up, goes in, lock it back into place. We'll start it. Get the parking brake readjusted. Put your foot on the brake. I have the key. Make sure it starts with no errors. Okay, I don't see any errors. I'm in reverse. There we go. Reset the parking brake in the transmission. And oh, the hood's open. Remember that I hit the hood release. And shoot. Bob's your uncle. Thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. And that's how you take apart a 2007 to 2011 lower dash and lower steering column plastic. And please, always remember, never disconnect the airbag sensors. I don't know what it would do, but if it throws a code and you don't know how to reset it, then the dealership's going to say, why'd you have an airbag sensor recall, and whatever the case may be. And good luck trying to tell them what you did. Now, obviously, the warranty's over with, but still. For some reason, car manufacturers or dealerships don't like you touching stuff, even if you're certified. Again, take it easy.